Well, the group Black Lives Matter upset many busy people today with their attempt to send a very bold message to the nation about alleged police brutality.
Activists staged major protests in several cities. One of those demonstrations prompted the busy 405 freeway to be shut down near the Manchester exit in Inglewood.
KCAL 9 political reporter Bryan examines the group's latest controversial tactics and joins us now with reaction that followed. Dave.
Not sure they won a lot of supporters in that 405 corridor this afternoon. It was the tactics that bothered some people. One Black Lives organizer told me it was time to do something dramatic to wake up people to the reality of the police brutality issue as they see it. But while the people we talked to tonight who were not involved in the protests said they're sympathetic to the cause, they did not support closing down a busy freeway to make the point. From the Mall of America in Minnesota to the 405 freeway near LAX, Black Lives Matter protesters express their anger about what they feel are unjustified police shootings of black people and weak punishment for the shooters. The 405, already packed with holiday traffic from travelers trying to get to the airport and shoppers picking up last-minute gifts, was briefly shut down by the protesters who spray-painted their message on the freeway lanes. Police quickly cleared the roadway and protest leaders declared their point was made, even if it was made at the expense of motorists.
We have hundreds of families who are going to be inconvenienced not only this Christmas, but every Christmas hereafter for the rest of their lives, because the state has allowed the taking of their family members with no repercussions whatsoever. That is an inconvenience.
One of the cases that triggered the protest involved a CHP officer seen here on video repeatedly punching a woman alongside the 10 freeway. The officer was eventually forced to step down, but was never charged with any criminal violations.
Our district attorney, Lacey, said that he had to protect himself. It was okay for him to have abused her.
In fact, protest leaders say they intentionally chose to hold their protest on one of the busiest travel days of the year, regardless of the inconvenience.
It's important when we protest, right? It's to send a statement to the government, but it's also to educate those who are driving by. And what better place, right, than on a freeway in Los Angeles?
But the folks we talked to in Studio City condemn the timing and the tactics, even if they support the cause.
I think it's a really good cause, but considering it's holiday, right before the holiday, it's kind of a, I don't know, maybe not the best thing to do.
This is not a way to do it on the 405, just before the holiday. Unacceptable, I think. There should be another way to do it.
Do it in the streets, maybe, like, you know, but not to close on the whole freeway.
I disagree with the tactics, because not the freeway, because you're endangering a lot of people, and I'm concerning about the kids that might be in the back seat or the young adults marching across. There's danger.
Now, in Minnesota, the huge Mall of America was partially shut down for a while during the Black Lives Matter protest, and some flights were delayed out of Minneapolis when protesters showed up at the airport there. And in Northern California, 8 protesters were arrested after they blocked a 101 freeway off-ramp to the San Francisco International Airport for nearly a half hour.